trying to secure it. And I'm going to extrapolate. I want the head looking kind of slightly up, so they're looking down on their two eyes. Howdy, who's watching? Hey, Sandy, how you doing? Want to come in? I haven't streamed on my personal channel in about a month, so I figured I was overdue. All right, no worries, Sandy. Yeah, well, I'm drawing a lot. I just haven't been doing it on my own channel. see you tomorrow, though, Sandy. Right? Are you gonna come in for a drink and draw tomorrow? Your personal channel seems to be doing well. I see you had Sky and JoJo in there with you. And was that your niece or something? The other person? Didn't know who she was. A friend who moved to Hawaii with, but she stayed when I moved back. I'm trying to stream. Sandy says she's been trying to stream more, getting a lot more views on her TikTok lately. Well, that's good. I'm not on TikTok, so don't know what's going on over that way. Share. She's kind of like it's like dreads, but it's braid dreads. I think. Really serious braids. Kind of looking down on you expression. This girl is getting me a variance. That's better. never holding up the plants. I'm trying to give each character a little bit of something. Well, except for Echo, I could put the skateboard in there, I guess, but flying board. But give Jinx her grenade, kind of. Thought I'd draw her with like a champagne flute. Long stem. How to get the hand in there. Let's see. To get some reference here for how to position his hand. Grab each side. That's this one. So the other fingers would be does that work? So I have to have the kind of imagine the hand coming in from this direction. The arm. So this finger is not quite right, I think. Stem. That or stem's got to be. Stem's got to be behind this finger. That'd be 100% accurate, but I think that sells the idea. Machine learning book clubs, okay, that's fine. Rinse out the rest of this. Being good. So this is pointer finger, middle finger, ring finger. You can see the pinky. Strap. Collar. Going through here, so we got a pendant that shows through. I'm going to find this bigger piece. Almost like a dream catcher hanging off her. This is going to be some kind of gold accents, I think. And then one of the things I'm going to try and do, change the title. Yeah, oh well. Tuesday stream. I haven't had much sleep. Read. Got me a break. I can change the title card later. Let's see. To this side so we can focus on it messed up, all right? Messed up. Oops. Can't see. I can see the chat is talking amongst itself. That's good. So you read, saying hello to each other. Good job. And he's going to bed, and he says he had to take a nap. 2 hours on a Zoom court meeting. We'll talk about that, right? Sorry. What's the name of the animal guy? Oh, Heimerdinger. The pink puppy. Silco smoke. He smoked, right? I'm going to give him a cigar. I think that. Just looking it up real quick. Because to me, he's a mafia boss. You know, that's the look I'm going for here. Yeah, definitely got a cigar. Okay. So Give him a cigar. I think I actually want, when I have this, I'll have like smoke coming out of his mouth too. You know. Cigar over here. He's got Nike hands, I think. Get some reference to make sure I don't look terrible. The last one's going to be Vi. So I've got Echo, Jinx. I can't remember her name for the life of me. Silco, and then the last one will be Vi. And I'm planning on doing Vi with, you know, using the big hand to throw the bird. So, but when I when I do the bookmark for Free Comic Book Day, I'll put a censored block over the finger. So I'll put the non-censored one in my inventory. We're going to references again. I'm looking for a hand holding a cigar. I kind of want a skinny one. So I can find something. Let's see. Take this. Print out reference real quick. Almost time replacing. Right. I've got a hand holding a cigar. Kind of a chunky hand, but I can use that as reference to make a skinnier hand, I think. Out the knuckles right now. Knuckle. Essentially, this is actually the middle, the pointer, the middle finger knuckle. You can't see the other one. This one sticks out a little bit here. Cigar. So I'm going to have to move this hand farther back to get the cigar in there, I think. Start off to make sure we get the cigar in here. I'll put the cigar here. And then start mapping around that. And the knuckles. You see it. That's actually the tip of the thumb right there. And then placing the cigar from the backside. That's that. I don't have the head put tilted down a bit, so you're not going to see the collar. See the chin is covering it. Ascot style going on here, so it's wide. Night, Sandy. Let's see when that tucks in. Reed, you want to hop in? You can talk about whatever you want. I'm just going to keep drawing. Just cross this over. Yep. The last one we're going to sketch out the Y. We're going to have to draw a hand. See, the guy's name is what, Marcus, right? I think I decided not to be Marcus. Or the princess. the only reference sheet I have. Well, I thought I had one. Better one than I thought. Okay. Well, let's see. Like that. So let's see. Imagine little finger here. I think, doing the bird with the big gauntlet is just kind of vibe to me. Little thing here. Jace, that's the name I was trying to remember. Marcus. Marcus's friend. Where'd he get Marcus from? Jace is the sensible hero, right? Victor's his like sick friend. You can go back and watch the show again. The Asian-looking enforcer. That's Marcus. Is the Asian-looking enforcer? Oh, he's one of the policemen. Yeah. Okay. This is his hand. The thumb to the outside. Yeah, that's right there. Yeah, I remember now. Doing some drawing through so I can kind of map out where I'm supposed to be. Now, because this is done in a kind of a painterly style with no outlines, I'm going to use Copic warm gray to do my line work so that when I cut the colors in, it doesn't stand out as hard. So start off with Echo. Echo I pretty much just drew pretty close to the reference. That's something I enjoy doing, so that's why I try to change things up, or try to extrapolate angles or change things a little bit. But, the reference I have with Echo, I like the Echo, I like the reference. So sometimes you just go with what you got. Yeah, Victor with the K. Yeah. So this is still pretty dark, but it's not going to be as dark as the black would have been. So. I think Victor just looks older because he's like broken. Don't want to color in the hourglass. Reed says Victor is probably going to create Blitzcrank in the next season. All right. I don't know what that means, but I know it took them like 4 years to make that first season. When do you think we'll get the second season? Blitzcrank is the great steam golem. You'll probably see him. Just think of those creatures in the beginning of the movie Fifth Element that had the elements, only they have huge hands like Vi's gloves. I'm envisioning the golem from Battle Chasers. Is it something like that, Reed? '24. You think we'll get the next season, huh? Yeah. Hopefully they had already started production on it. We had to have known it was a hit, right? They're going to be a hit. This is not good. I think my token is dying. So we're counting up to go through. Five bookmarks. I do have a cool gray brush pen. I think that's too dark. Gray. Put those to the side. Kind of like to have a more simple and gold, and he has a more flat head. All right. Just a line art for Echo. Switch up. I learned that Echo is just Miles Morales with dreads and more sticky out ears. I think Echo's a little more severe than Miles in the facial features. Echo always has a scarf he always wears. That's how you know it's him with the mask on. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I didn't pick up on that right away. I hope this looks like Jinx because I tried to give her a little more crazy expression. What's the link? Amazon. Did I see these? Hold on, I'll have to go over to Twitch to get to the link. I'm watching on Twitch. I'm watching on StreamYard. show you video. Empty brush pan and side pan. The Kentucky Zig Caparo. And I haven't seen that one. Let's see what the other one is. It's like the same thing. Yeah, I think you posted the link twice. No worries. Okay, let me see. Back to the drawing board. Let's see. And there's stuff on the grenade I can't tell what exactly it's supposed to be, so I just kind of made stuff up. I wanted to have like the pin in her teeth, and then this is like a handle that sits on the side of this thing. I wanted to have it kind of flipping up, and then her hand is going to be not gripping it really tight; it's just kind of loose. I didn't have a reference for the hand. I'm pretty happy with how it came out, all things considered. Gloves on that go up to my first joint. And the grenade has these like cylinders sitting on it. So it goes in. Reed says he'll be right back. Now a lot of the grenade will look, I think the coloring is going to be real critical for the grenade. To give it that Jinx flare with like the pinks. What I'll end up doing for this, I think, is I'll just kind of go over the whole grenade with like a cool gray, and I'll use paint pens. I have some either Arteza or Posca paint pens. It should be bright enough to go over like that. Flyers grenade. Trying to lose track of where I'm at on the hand. Really backward bent to it. And this is top. This is the last digit right here. Okay, so there's the hand. I don't see the palm. Some grenades here, and the palm would actually pick up like right about here. Yeah, I think that's right. Creepy music, Sky. Oh, shoot. What happened to my creepy music? Listening to a John Carpenter themed stream. Okay. So, like I said, if anybody, camera's stuck on my face. And, well, let's see. Thanks, Reed. Yeah, I don't know. The connection's supposed to be better than it ever was. Okay, let's see. And arm. This is the torso. I make sure you can tell she's skinny. And I was thinking, can't really show her ponytail, but I could have her ponytail like coming in front of her torso and then extending down here too. So let me get my lines in there a bit better so I can see what the heck I'm drawing. Put the, now I can safely erase too, now that I've inked. You can say the ponytail braid is coming down here and continuing down here. So, that suffice. And that'd be nice because you got the blue on this side to frame her face, and then you hit the blue down here to help frame that side. Blue down here, continuation. And then let's see, we can do the hint of the tattoos. Tattoo there. This arm, the shoulders raised. This is her blouse. It's a. The fun thing's trying to remember what the hell I was drawing. What are these lines? Okay, so this is the strap of her top. This is her shoulder. And we put a hint of tattoo there. That would be a light blue. This is her arm. Let's see. So the continue her torso through up here. So right here. Alright. So almost done with Jinx. I'm gonna put the stuff on her neck. Finish off her hair. Chuck this pin because I think it's not dead. All my great pins seem to be dead. Sorry. Maybe if I set it point side down for a while, it'll send you the link. Placed it into Twitch side read. If you're going to come in, I'll turn the music down a little bit. All right. Okay, so I don't have another warm gray, do I? Wait, if this pen works. Hey, Reed. Hold on. Reed is joining us. Let me turn off. Reed is here. He's just not going to be on camera. All right. So, what is this girl's name again?
Who?
The councilwoman. The one that manipulates Jace.
Oh, is it starts with an M, right? No. I forget. Wait, let me look it up. Yeah, it starts with an M. It's Mel. I thought it was Mel. Mel Madrada from Noxia. She's a Noxian. That was the cool question. I want to know who killed her brother. Because her brother died. I want to know who killed the brother. There's so many possibilities. Because we see the mother, but we don't see. I mean, there's some people from Noxia that are pretty strong. Like they're pretty influential in the game.
Based on the show, I'd suspect her mother.
Oh no, no, the mom isn't in the lore. She's a new character. She might have been mentioned in the lore as somebody, but she's not in the game. Because they haven't touched on Darius and Draven yet. Darius and Draven are pretty very important people. There are so many different parts of that world that we haven't even. I mean, on the console, you see a bunch of the parts of the world representatives, but yeah, you don't actually see everybody how they're represented.
They're set up. Let's see. Music's not too loud, is it, Reed?
Oh, it was louder before.
Well, I turned it down when you came in.
Yeah, it was really loud. Especially, I don't know. It's weird because your mic picks up like certain like sounds really well, and it just like piercingly, especially like the high pitches. It's kind of weird. Are you gonna be ready for the con?
Ready in what regard?
I don't know. I have everything set up and.
I mean, because we haven't had a con in 2 years, I've got more inventory than I've ever had.
Oh, I sold a lot of my inventory in Maui.
I didn't go to Maui.
Yeah. So I gotta buy new stuff. Like order some of my stickers and
What do you want to talk about, Reed?
I don't know.
What haven't we talked about since the last time we talked?
We haven't talked about the Batman.
All right, what do you want to talk about? Batman?
Yeah, if you want. Did you watch it a second time?
I did not watch it a second time, no.
I didn't either. I want to watch it a second time.
Oh, I don't know that I need to see it a second time, at least not right away. I liked it, but like I said, it's the closest we've gotten to the Detective Batman that I want, but he's still not quite there.
Well,
And I understand. Don't start with the it's year 2. I know that.
No. No, but I think I like this Batman because it was Batman. It was just Batman, pretty much. It wasn't like all the other Batmans.
Yeah.
It was mostly the enemies that are interesting. Like all the other Batmans. Like, even the first, like with Michael Keaton, you still had like the Joker, right? The Joker was more appealing than the Batman. I think the Michael Keaton Batman was the only Batman that was actually, you know, more of a Batman, like in Bruce Wayne, kind of like you had a little bit background on it, and stuff like that. But even then, it's like kind of far fetched. Well, like what was what? But yeah, I
Darren,
like the
Darren
fact that
says
it
the
was
Batman
Batman
made me
better.
want to reread Year One in the Long Halloween. That's Darren.
Yeah, yeah, it was a lot like Year One and the Long Halloween, and that's the moment that I started. Like within the first like 30 minutes, I was like, yeah, this is heavily on Year One. Like even down to like the costume that Catwoman like shows up in.
Mm-hmm.
Because in Year One, she's a streetwalker, right? She's a prostitute, right? And the whole protecting that girl, she was living with that girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even down to the boots, the white top, and everything. Yeah, I was like, oh yeah, this is really,
Yeah, the go-go boots kind of.
yeah, this is really Year One. And then I started storyline. I was like, oh, this reminds me of the Long Halloween. Yeah, I was like, yeah, this should be good if they pull it off right. I thought my theory on it is I wonder I think that the Riddler actually knows who he is.
Yeah.
I think the Riddler figures it out.
I think he figured it out. I don't know that he knows it in this movie.
No, I think he is. I think he does because when he was about to kill Batman, like I mean Bruce Wayne, he doesn't kill Bruce Wayne, right? But um I think that's the whole reason why he figures it out. Because all of the plans were perfect except for that one. They were planned down to the T. And if you, I think the cards give it away too. The images in the cards, like it's planned to know what happens. Like Alfred is supposed to get exploded on. So I have a feeling that he
If,
does.
if they show that in the sequel, then I'll buy it. But I don't think that's the story that they put in. And that's not what they showed.
Well, I have a well. That's the big debate, right? Whether that he knows or not. And I think that he he does know. It's just that he comes to grips that he's no longer Bruce Wayne, and he refers to him as Batman because he is Batman. That's who he is. They're two of the same. It's like he took off his mask and he's free. That's what he says, right? In the end scene that he took off his mask. And Batman's mask is Bruce Wayne.
Darren says the Year One and Long Halloween inspired the last movie. Yeah, I think we all know that.
Yeah, and I think
Matt,
he was
Matt
a
Reeves Matt Reeves was pretty clear about that.
yeah. Was it the Long Halloween that actually had him discover, like Riddler discovers but doesn't tell the secret because he believes that it's not a riddle unless if you know the answer. So yeah, that's a big debate. I have to watch it again, see if that what I remember is actually was was yeah. I like the Batmobile. The Batmobile was really cool.
That's a muscle car.
Yeah, but this muscle car was pretty crazy. Real rear engine mount. That was kind of
Did
cool.
you
It's like
watch
a
it in
bug.
IMAX?
No, I didn't watch it in my Max. I watched it on Milani on the big screen.
One of the nice things about watching it in IMAX with the sound system is you could feel the Batmobile.
Oh no, yeah, no. I watched it in that. What is that Lux whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's freaking crazy that whole jump out of the fire thing. That was pretty freaking cool. I give my credit to the makeup artist to make what's his name look totally not like in some images you can tell it's Colin Farrell, but like majority of it you can't tell. Like only you can tell is his eyes and his brow. The rest of him is like, wow, they did a good job. I really like the penguin in this one. I think I like the penguin more so as a character than all the rest of the characters. But like I said, I don't know. His taking off the. I don't know why they made him take off his shirt. His shirt is really, really. Without his shirt, he really looks small. It's like crack man.
Well, he's not that thin, but he is probably the one of the smallest Batman since like Michael Keaton.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not like he's out of shape. He's just
No, he's not. But he didn't really bulk up from his Edward Cullen days.
well, no, well, I don't know if I'd go that far. He's definitely more buff than he was as Everett Cullen.
I don't know.
No,
He's
he's definitely more buff than that. But I mean, he didn't get huge like Affleck or even who's the Nolan one? Bale.
Bale, Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Christian Bale didn't get that much bigger, but yeah, he bulked up.
He
He
was, he
didn't.
was
He,
he was
he
thick
didn't.
for his size.
Yeah, I give him that. He didn't get like huge like what's his face did. Freaking Tom Hardy, man. Holy crap. Tom Hardy got yoked for that.
Yeah, and it still didn't it still didn't sit right with me though.
Well, I mean that Bane uh, wasn't really Bane. I mean, Bane's a genius, and he has an accent, but he's definitely not Bane.
Well, it's one of the problems with like if you try to make a realistic Batman, then you can't have the over the top features of some of the characters, you know.
Yeah.
So you're not going to get a comic accurate Bane if you're doing a realistic interpretation.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. But I thought Bane could have been somebody like Bautista or John Cena kind of. Maybe not John Cena. John Cena is too much of a.
No, Bautista, that seems like a good.
Yeah. Because Bane is huge. He's also
Right.
tall.
Right, but that's comic book.
Yeah, but I mean, compared to Tom Hardy is not that much bigger than what's his name?
No, Tom Hardy's not a very tall guy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And so is in Christian Bale. Everybody made. I think Christian Bale is one of the shortest Batmans. Affleck is the tallest. I think Affleck is like 6'4", something like that. 6'3", 6'4", something like that.
Darren's saying that the Batmobile from the Batman looks better than the Tumbler from the Dark Knight trilogy. However, the '89 Batmobile is always number one in my book. Okay, so you talk about. I actually like the Tumbler.
Yeah,
It's
I
not
like the Tumbler too.
it's not the coolest looking car, but it seems the most functional.
No, and then the funny thing is, when they built the car, it actually worked. They were surprised on how well it did everything. It did all the stunts. And then they just basically got an idea, put it together, and it actually drove.
That's the thing I liked about the Tumbler is it didn't really look like the Batmobile to me. It didn't scream Batmobile, but as a vehicle that Batman would use, it made a lot of sense.
Yeah, it did. I agree. It's like it's like the Bat, right?
Now the opposite of that is the one that Darren's talking about, the '89 Batman. That looks cool. It's not practical at all.
No.
Because that wheelbase is so long, it would take you a quarter of a mile to make a turn.
Yeah, the turning radius on that sucker is crazily stupid.
I mean, they had to address it in the movie where he like grappled onto like light posts in order to make turns.
Yeah, I agree.
That's not a good design. It looks cool. I'll give you that, Darren. It looks cool. But as a realistic, practical vehicle, it's stupid.
Yeah. The worst design one was the Schumacher one. Or, no, I take that back. I think Affleck's one was kind of terrible too.
I'm trying to remember what Affleck's. Oh, Affleck's one was the gun car, right? The one.
The kind of flat. It looked wide.
Yeah.
It looked like a dog bone. You know, one of the bones that you give to your dog. It's like the wheels stuck out in the front and the wheels stuck out in the back, and then the center was like slim, like a cockpit. Yeah, it was like a flat gunship. The most functional one, I gotta say, is the Prowler, I think, and this current car.
The what and the current one?
The Prowler. Oh no, the Tumbler. Yeah, the Tumbler and the. Because like they tested the Tumbler out and it like did all the jumps and everything and it never broke. They were so surprised on how well the thing drove, as opposed to that bike that came out of it. They said that bike, nobody wanted to drive that motorcycle with the big tires because it said it was so dangerous. It was so squirrely that people like got hurt from it. All the stuff, man.
Have you seen any of the set photos from the Flash where they got the Keaton Batman in?
Oh no, I didn't.
Because they've got that bike again.
Oh really?
And it's it's a stunt bike. It's a movie stunt. When I say stunt, not for doing stunts, but it's not a real bike. It's like a prop bike.
Oh yeah, they built it that way. No. But even the turning radius, that has no turning radius. Like even if you lean into it, you can't really lean into it. You can't really turn because the front wheels don't turn.
Well, like the wheels on it it's got like it's got a fat tire up front that's a real wheel, and then the back has like fake double wheels with the real wheel underneath them.
Yeah, it's weird. And that's why when it turned over, it went and it had to turn. It went sideways and tumbled. I don't know. I think the guns would have fell off too.
I guess Affleck's actually going to make an appearance in the Flash.
I think there's going to be a bunch of Batmans that show up in them. It's going to be like Spider-Man.
I already knew Keaton was in it, but I was kind of surprised to hear that Affleck was going to be in it because I figured Affleck was just done.
No, I to contrary belief, I liked Ben Affleck as the Batman.
as the Batman
Well,
thing.
well,
I don't think the casting was bad. I think the interpretation was bad, and that's not
yes,
Affleck's fault.
yes, I agree because he has the size. He could fight better than Bale's Batman. He had
I
the
mean,
training for it.
Affleck's a good actor. Nobody can take that from him, you know.
Oh
So he could
yeah,
have definitely done it.
yeah, and he was a way better Bruce Wayne too. He was a way better Bruce Wayne.
But one of the things I didn't like about Snyder's Batman is he's not smart.
Oh yes, yes, I agree. But that's how they wrote him, and that's where Snyder. I don't like Snyder, and everybody's like, "Oh well, you got to watch like." I mean, the Snyder cut made the Justice League so much better, and I was like, "It's Snyder, dude. He made Batman into a kind of a fool."
That's one of the things I didn't like about, and it's again I don't blame Affleck. I think I blame the writing. Now, if
Yeah,
Affleck did the writing, then I'll blame Affleck. But
yeah,
uh,
no, no, no. I don't. I agree with you. It's.
but he's I like even in the BBS, he's outsmarted by Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
Right, Wonder Woman solves the issue before he does.
yeah, yeah. Exactly. He's no longer. He's not a detective, and he should be.
You know,
And I didn't like the fact like Lex Luthor figured out um, you know, everybody's freaking like who they were,
yeah,
and
that
then
all
and then he had all their logos on there. So does that mean Lex Luthor gave them their logos?
kind of. He branded it. He gave them
I
their brand.
know, I know. It's like wait a minute. That's so messed up. I mean, come on, don't do that.
Don't even get me started on Lex Luthor.
Oh no, he should have been Riddler. He would have made a better Riddler. What was his name? The guy from Social Network.
But I mean, the Batman, it's good enough. It's Zodiac and seven with
Zodiac Killer. Yeah,
Zodiac
seven.
7 shades of Zodiac 7, but with Batman.
Especially that face mask. That is totally the Zodiac Killer face mask that the Riddler had. That was totally Zodiac Killer. I was like, oh man, dude, they really went full on Zodiac Killer 7, man. It's definitely 7. That's for sure. I kind of expected them to go, "What's in the box?"
So, like I said, I mean, I enjoyed Batman because it's the closest we've gotten to a smart Batman, even though he's not quite there yet.
Yeah, I agree. I want to see it in IMAX because you get to see like the extra stuff on the edges. You know. I finally watched Free Guy.
Oh, you finally watched it?
Yeah, I finally watched it. It's pretty good. I liked it.
Yeah, I don't. I haven't watched the Adam Project yet. I know the same team made the Adam Project, but like Free Guy is a good Superman movie.
Yeah, it's written really, really well. I thought.
But that's people always tell you that you can't do the Boy Scout Superman. Well, that's what Free Guy is, the Boy Scout.
Yeah, he's the good guy. He leveled as the good guy.
And he's still likable as doing it, So it's like, don't tell me you can't do
Well, he
Boy
kind of
Scout.
but he kind of plays them as as a like a young kid.
Yeah,
Because or at least like a teenager. It's no different from Shazam.
let's try
It's like everything is new to him, so it's like, ooh, a penny,
upside down.
ooh, a piece of candy,
All right, let's try doing Silco with this one. Let's see. I'm gonna find a warm or cool gray yet that still has some ink in it.
Did you see the Kamala Khan trailer,
I
Ms.
did.
Marvel? You heard all like everybody's like upset about it.
I'm not upset, but I do wonder, how it's going to affect the character.
They changed her. Huh?
Well, they changed her origin, how she gets her powers, apparently. And from a synergy perspective, I get it because she's going to tie into the Marvels, right?
Yeah.
So having her have powers similar to Carol and uh, who I assume is going to be Photon, you know.
Well, everybody's saying that is basically Green Lantern.
Well, the Carol Core, yeah. Um, so that's why I'm wondering how it's going to affect the character.
I don't know.
Because I'm not super knowledgeable on it, but I thought one of the things for the character is being awkward and not
Yeah,
comfortable.
yeah, she is awkward.
This one's got too much ink, but anyway, here we go.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a teaser, so who knows? I'm really curious to see how this Doctor Strange movie is going to come out.
Here's the one thing I'll say about Kamala is like they make it seem like the bracelet is the source of the power, and I hope that's not the case, or if it is, that it's not like it triggers something in her. Like
Yeah,
I don't want I don't
I hope not. Yeah, I hope not either. That means like anybody can get it.
right.
What makes her special? It's like the Juggernaut, right? I mean, the Juggernaut's power can be on anybody, right?
Right.
Kind of like Thor too. But there's Thor, Odin's son. He's actual Thor. But you can have like what's his name? Um, who's the fake Thor? What's his name? Masterson?
I was to say Beta Ray Bill, but I don't.
No, Masterson. Chris Masterson. He was the Thor in the Infinity Gauntlet in the comics.
Yeah.
That wasn't Odin's son. That was Masterson. That's why when his hammer went across the universe, he had to try to get it back because he would turn back into Masterson and die in space, right? Yeah, I want to see what this Doctor Strange. It looks pretty cool. And what's his name did confirm he's in the movie.
Patrick.
Pickard. Yeah, Pickard. So that was him. It would be cool, because they're redoing that. They're redoing more episodes of the X-Men.
Right.
I wonder if this is Patrick Stewart from that, because it's multiverse, right? So I wonder if that's Patrick Stewart from this cartoon X-Men.
Yeah, could be.
Because yeah, that would be kind of cool because it kind of looked like the thing that he's like in the shadows looks like one of those floating, looks like that floating wheelchair thing that he has. That would be really cool. The floating wheelchair.
I got to get a good close up of his messed up eye. I can't really tell what's going on in there. The reference,
It's just dark on the outside,
but there's
and
like there,
then
it does it. I mean, the reference I have looks like there's a pupil of some sort, but
no, there
looks
is. It's like a fire.
like, yeah,
It's a fire on
yeah. I
his
just
dead eye, right?
got to get a better reference.
Yeah, it looks like fire coming from within. So it's like the amber is deep in the middle and it just gets brighter on the way out, and then the rest of his eye is black. I believe. What's his name? Silco.
I'll look him up here in a minute. So I mean,
You gotta look at the eye scene.
I have reference, but it's like it's hard to tell what the eye is from the size.
Yeah, no, he has a dark pupil in the middle, and it's like Sauron on the outside.
Sauron. Okay.
Yeah, here. It's not really a defined circle.
Right.
It's literally Sauron. Yeah, I'll put it in the StreamYard chat in the private. It's literally Sauron. That's the close up of his eye when she's sticking the needle.
Okay, I'm going to the link now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Sauron, right?
Yeah.
And then he has that purple thing that comes down with his scar when they inject it in her. That's the dripping from the thing, that chemical thing. My question is, why he has to do that? Is it because his eye is going to explode or something?
Well, what caused the damage again?
No, I know what caused the damage. It's because he got beat up and then he was put in that water and the water is contaminated, so it made him get like that. But Jinx always pumps him his eye full of that drug, right? My question is, why does she have to do that? They never explained why.
Well, if you don't know, I certainly don't.
Yeah, because Soko's not in the lore. It's like the what is that? What's his name? The father. He's not really in the lore because he's not the dad of Vi and
Jinx.
and Jinx, but he is playing that dad figure. So Warwick is, I guess, the dad that is turned into Warwick. So, which Warwick really was just somebody that was being redeemed. They didn't really go into him who he was. He's just a convict that wanted to be good, and he was captured and tortured and then killed. I thought you would put in the glass of that orange stuff that they always drinking instead of the cigar.
But like I said, I think of him as like a mafia boss, right? And that's kind of a trope for a mafia boss, right? Having puff on the cigar,
You mean like the kingpin?
yeah. Or like the Godfather is, I mean the Kingpin from comics, but you think like Mario Puzo's Godfather, Marlon Brando.
Oh, did speaking of the kingpin, did you see the Disney Plus commercial?
Isn't he the
All of Netflix
yeah,
episodes?
yeah? What about it? The More Heroes spot?
Yeah. Is that all the Netflix stuff?
Yeah.
So they bought it all out?
Well, no, I mean the contract with Netflix was always had a expiration.
Yeah, but they and Netflix made those movies. So I wonder if they licensed it, or I mean, because they made the movies.
No, they were released Netflix, but it's like watching the Sony Spider Man. Marvel put up all the money.
So Marvel put up the money for the Netflix ones too.
Yeah,
Well, I didn't know that. Hmm. Guess you learned something new.
but they still had contract issues.
Yeah, I was like, whoa, dude. They're getting that means that is it gonna be all canon?
Well, that's the big question right now. My thinking is it's going to be like Star Wars. They're going to pick and choose what they want to remain canon.
Yeah. But at least they didn't come out and say no. Like they did in Star Wars. They like said, no, nothing's canon anymore. Unless we say so.
But see, that's the thing. Like Star Wars, they said nothing's canon, but now now we're getting Thrawn and we're getting
Well, that's because they realized, I think, finally that you know why break the mold if it's been you know, if it works, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they don't own it all, especially when they started telling their own story and everybody freaking hated it. I mean, go and work on stuff for that works, and then go back later, and people are being more open to little changes, subtle changes along the way. Like, oh, that doesn't work, but I mean, that's not the real, but I can see where they're going and kind of thing. So what's the next thing coming out on Disney Plus?
What's the next thing coming out on Disney Plus?
Yeah,
Going to be Miss Marvel in June.
oh, June. Wow, that's far away. What about
Well, we got Kenobi coming up
yeah?
in
When is Kenobi coming out?
I think next month.
Next month. When is the next superhero movie coming out?
Multiverse of Madness
And when is that coming out?
next month.
Multiverse of Madness.
Darren says Kenobi's in May. I thought it was sooner. Glove.
You know what I hate? Having to like redraw mech armor on things from different angles.
Yeah, no, I get it. That's no fun.
I mean, regular armor is not so bad. I don't mind regular armor because you can get away with a lot of stuff. But mech armor, because it's so freaking detailed. You gotta do all these commissions for Vampy, for Linda, and armor that I drew on her. I should have made it a lot more simpler. Instead, I made it cool looking. And that was my mistake. Oh my god.
You couldn't help yourself.
I mean, yeah, because that's what she wanted. She wanted something cool. I'm like, that's the thing. She like I love her to death. She thinks I'm so happy she believes in my skill. She also thinks that I draw mechs really well. And then and I tell her, "Oh my god, you don't know how annoying mechs are, especially okay, don't get me wrong. If you make your own mech style, if you can create your own mech, it's the most fun thing in the world. But when you have to draw a mech that looks like somebody else's creation, it's like super ass hard. But if you create your own mech, it's just like vehicles. You create your vehicles, you create your own guns, you create your own weapons, create your own city. It's so much easier than drawing a real city or a real detail so it looks like that object that you're trying to portray. That's the hard part about mix and and stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, anything that you're trying to draw accurately to something else is a little more tedious.
Yeah, like that gauntlet. I drew a Vi and I had to get that gauntlet perfect, and I did. And that freaking gauntlet is so annoying because the game gauntlet it looks totally different. Well, not totally, but I mean, I think the movie, I mean, the TV show gauntlet is a lot more simpler. But yeah, that the model for the game is simple, but the actual drawing of the gauntlet is like super ass complicated. And it's like, and you know me, I have to have that gauntlet perfect. It's like drawing the Infinity Gauntlet.
But see, that's why Vampy has confidence in you. Even though you may not enjoy doing it, you know you're going to do a good job at it.
Yeah, yeah, that I know. I'll do a good job. But man, is it hard. You don't know how many times I drew that one mech that she wanted. Oh, I drew that thing like 9 times because it like never came out the way I wanted to. I think mechs are easier to draw if you just use no hard lines, like no outlines. If it's just a painting,
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot easier. That way you just block out, block out, block out, and then you overlay, right? But when you have to like draw the outline, oh my goodness. Then it has to be straight. Your hand cannot wobble. And then if you start using like a ruler function on your screen or anything, then it starts looking like too mechanical
Yeah.
and it doesn't have like I don't know warmth. I guess you get like a feeling behind it, like it's
Yeah. Well,
alive.
for me, it's the difference between drawing and drafting.
Yeah, that's yeah. Yeah, it just doesn't look alive.
And I mean, I enjoy drawing. I don't enjoy drafting.
Yeah, because when you draw something so technical and then you try to put like a character over it, then it looks out of place. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It doesn't match because it's so technically detailed. And then you have something that is a little bit more simplified and exaggerated. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's the hard part to do. Drafting, yeah, you're right. It's drafting. I that's best yeah, to put it.
Oh, music stopped. Let's see. Need to get something else. Just restarted. Let's see. Started
I've
off
been
with
helping out my parents this whole time, all these days, except for today. So I had to go on a early Zoom call for my tickets. I wanted to dispute it because I got pulled over for like not even like 10 houses down from my house.
Mhm.
And the reason why I got pulled over is because I didn't have my lights on. And then I couldn't find my insurance card, so I got a ticket for that. And come to find out, my insurance card had fallen out when I was grabbing the information from my glove compartment. So I had already gotten home and I noticed that Gwen's phone was inside my car. So I messaged her because she still has her watch, right? And I told her, well, I'm going to come and deliver your phone. So I dropped off her phone. And I guess I turned off my lights, but I didn't turn off my engine. So when I got back in the car, she lives near a street lamp. So I didn't notice that the lights were off. And, and then she lives near Walmart. So everything is bright over there. So I didn't notice that my lights were off because my instrument panel doesn't really light up that much. It just dims a little bit. So it's still bright. I still see all my instruments. All the lights are on inside the car. And then so I'm driving and then I drive to go home and she lives like only a mile away, less than a mile maybe away from me. And then I see a cop inside of the post office, Mililani post office. And I think nothing of it, because I'm not really, I wasn't intoxicated. I wasn't, not doing anything wrong. I wasn't anything like that. So I thought nothing of it. And then she's behind me and I'm like, oh, okay. And I started driving and then I make my signal and then she pulls me over near my house. It's like, oh, do you know that you know why I pulled you over? I said, no. Well, why did you pull me over? It's like, oh, you're driving without your lights. And then I look at my instrument panel. I had a paper. No, I had my mask on my instrument panel and I moved it and I went, oh God, driving without lights. I didn't even notice that. So yeah, I got that and I got that. Didn't have my insurance card and my safety check was expired. And so the safety check thing, I didn't mind because, that was my fault. I forgot to get my safety check. That's one thing.
I think the HPD must be hurting for money because they're like really out there trying to get tickets out.
Yeah. And so like she's like, and I couldn't find my insurance card. And I'm like, and I show the other officer that because they apparently call for backup because, I don't know why.
You're a big scary looking dude.
I'm not. I was in an Aloha shirt. Anyway, and I'm driving a Scion. Come on. How intimidating can you be driving a box, a carton of milk, and having it's like a clown car for me. I pop out of a carton of milk, So the guy's there, and I say, I have insurance. I just can't find it. I'll show you my payments that went through. I showed him my payment for it. I showed him my receipt from Allstate that I paid for it. I showed him the previous one that just expired, and I showed him the even that the balance of my bank account where it went through. And he's like, well, that's not me, man. That's all her. It's like, I believe you, dude. I see it all there.
You don't have it on your phone?
No, I don't know. I never access it. I don't know if you have account like an
Yeah, it's not,
actual. I could have brought it up if I could have had it on my phone. I
I
guess.
mean, I have my access on my phone too. I have
I,
Geico installed on my
I
phone. So
gotta I gotta call them up and see if I have that. So she ended up giving me three tickets. Actually, it's two tickets, but two of the infractions are on one ticket because you're supposed to only give two tickets right at a time. So she clumped two infractions on one freaking ticket, and then I have to appear in court the first time for to prove that I had insurance, and I found the insurance, and it and it just so happened to be underneath Gwen's. Gwen had also left her wallet, so it was underneath. It was on the floor underneath Gwen's wallet. So she's like, "Oh, I guess you cannot get see your my wallet found your your insurance card. That's a lucky wallet." And I was like, "No, your wallet kept my insurance hostage. It's an evil wallet." She started to laugh. So, I got cleared of the driving without insurance. So I had to wait 2 hours for them to finally call me towards the end. And I just wanted to tell the guy why I'm not denying that it didn't happen because apparently it did. But I was like, I just want to explain. I was doing a good deed and I was like an hour away. I mean, not an hour, a mile, less than a mile away. And I was just dropping something off, doing a good deed. Yes,
no good
But
deed goes unpunished. Isn't that what they say?
I guess so. Well, so he asked me if I got my safety check and what day, and I said I got it. That it was on, it was at one something right after Black Friday, so it was on that Saturday of of that weekend, and I was like, it's Thanksgiving weekend, it's hard to get um what you call safety checks on that weekend, so I got it that Monday. And I showed him that I got it. I've held it out to the camera and everything. So he threw that out, but he still charged me for the driving without lights, which is the lesser of the charge, the lesser, $47 for driving without lights. And I'm like, I was expecting to pay the $70 for the driving without safety check because that was legit my fault. But the lights thing, I was like, a simple, hey, dude, your lights are out. I'm so sorry, and turning it on would have helped. But yes, I feel like they're very hard up on cash.
Yeah, they're. I've seen them out in force a lot in the last week or so.
Oh yeah, in Mililani, they've been pulling people. Dude, there was a whole bunch of military guys in that Waihawa court. They were caught for speeding, and it's not even like it's arrestable kind of speeding. It's like that they can face jail time kind of speeding. And it's like all these military guys are in the court all for speeding, and they're doing like 80 something miles per hour at a 55. So they plead this the so they the I guess the prosecutor asked for a lesser charge. The prosecutor, since the record, blah blah blah, a plea deal of $300 fine plus court fees, and they have to go to a course on how to drive better, and it becomes a misdemeanor and not a felony. Felony, what you call. And of course, all the military, they pull over all this military because they won't contest that stuff. Because the military, they don't want to mess up you know, their ranks and stuff can cause trouble, right? So I thought I was like, man, they're charging these guys 300. It says, do you plead? The judge is like, do you plead guilty for going, admitting to going a speed of 74 miles per hour? Because anything higher than 74 is arrestable, jail time. Like, holy crap. So I was really surprised. I was really surprised on how many military guys in there. And you can tell like they want to fight it, but they're like trying to explain they want to fight it, but they take the deal because like one of the guys says, I can't have this take the chance of this going to court and me being convicted. It'll mess up my, trying to be an officer, So I felt for these guys. It's like, damn, bro.
Oh, what time is it? 9:16. Probably wrap up soon. We'll work tomorrow. How's school going now?
School's out.
Well, that's right. You're on spring break, huh?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't
So
realize break. I was just
what?
like, the only reason I register spring break is because the traffic's better. Yeah.
Well, that's big notice. Hey, did they fix your guys' water?
What do you mean?
Because the water, are you guys on the same Navy pipe? Did they allow
Oh,
you
Red
to
Hill stuff? No, my base wasn't affected by that. My command wasn't affected by that.
see? We just got a notice that we're on stage 4 because our school got affected. We've been on potable water for like months or since that spill, and they found it in our water.
All right, what do you think? I'll color these tomorrow.
During the drinking draw?
Yeah. The only one that you can't really tell Vi, and that probably because I put the
In front of her face.
in front of
Well,
her face.
you could have lowered it a little bit,
Yeah.
and then you could have seen. Well, you got the Vi in there.
I mean, that's a dead giveaway, but feature wise, it's harder to like missing a nostril in the mouth. It's a lot of her features. Oh.
Yeah, you don't want to give. Yeah, it's cool. Wait, if you blur that out, is it gonna blur out part of her face too?
I just put a box like right here. We've censored vertically.
Poor kids.
Alan says, "Is this live or a re-recording? Am I living in the past or is this the future?" Alan, we are live, but there's about a 20-second delay between what I see and what you see.
Is it the real thing, or is just fantasy?
Other than Vi, I'm pretty happy with them.
Yeah.
I think Vi look.
Echo looks like
what's
Echo.
some color in the hair and stuff that'll help sell Vi. And obviously,
Silco looks like Silco.
Say again.
Silco looks like Silco.
Yeah, I like Silco. Silco's the evil J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, yeah, not but on crack.
J. Jonah Jameson on crack. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like I said with Miles Morales too. It's like you
Echo,
got like
Miles Morales.
angry Miles, yeah, and Jinx is it's like a young Harley Quinn.
Yeah, I was gonna say young Harley. Alan says, "Hi guys, long time no talk, no see. You just getting here, Alan? I'm actually getting ready to wrap up. I'm going for 2 hours." How you doing, Alan? How are your eyes going, Alan? Can you tell me, or do you want to say you don't want to say? Well, we're online. Oh, whoops. Okay, we'll talk about it. All right, Reed. Thanks for topping in and keeping me company.
No problem.
Ready to go to bed. Alan, good to see you. Sorry, but yeah, I got to get to bed.
Maybe I'll stream.
Yeah. Alan says he's still recovering from his eye surgery. Too slow. No worries, Alan. We're doing a drink and draw tomorrow, starting at 7. If you want to come hang out with the Comic Jam folks, we'll be working on bookmarks there. I'll probably color this tomorrow on that stream. Although
Make it bookmarks.
I got a bunch of other bookmarks started too.
Bookmarks.
So there's some bookmarks. You can see coloring on some that have started. Batman 66 for Scott.
Is that Paw Patrol?
Paw Patrol, yeah. That was Drew Gutierrez.
Drew asked for Paw Patrol?
Yeah, people like to fuck with you. Oh, yeah, I draw Paw Patrol. You won't do it. Okay, fine, Paw Patrol. Maybe some of the kids will like that. But it's just when I get the really obscure ones, I don't like to do those. But
like nobody knows who it is. Nobody knows who Superman is.
Like there's a couple people in the group that will, if I ask for suggestions, that's why I have the disclaimer on their side, nothing too obscure, because people will think it's funny to give me, a guy from who was in a crappy 70s movie, it's like nobody knows who this guy is, or a character that was in one issue of Legion of Superheroes in 1980.
Remember that cartoon that was canceled, and then that person wanted that character?
I figured enough people know Paw Patrol. I figured some of the kids will like that. Somebody so I didn't mind doing Paw Patrol, but I think the people throw that out there like, oh, let's fuck with Mike. But that's why I put the disclaimers now. That nothing too obscure, Because I used to take whatever suggestion they got, but then you're like, who's gonna want this? Even for free, who's gonna want this obscure bookmark that nobody knows who it is? It's like, this is Sky. Sky gave me this one, the Lady Blackhawk.
I don't even know who that is.
You know Blackhawks are, right? So this is Lady Blackhawk.
I don't know.
Blackhawk?
No, I never read.
I didn't use black for this, because that way when I color it, I don't think it'll be as strong. I can't paint it, because this paper's not designed for paints. But I figure if I didn't use black ink, it wouldn't be as dark. So I think I can get away with it a little bit.
Yeah, I got a ink. I got Shan's drawing. I got an ink her drawing, but man, is it really raw? It's going to be hard to ink.
So like this was Doc gave me Jan from Space Ghost. So I'm not going to do just Jan. You got to draw Jan and what's her brother's name? Jan
and Gleek.
Gleek's a monkey, yeah.
What is that guy they went?
And then Devin throws Kakaida at me.
Him and John are so obsessed with Kikaida. I don't know why.
I mean, they grew up with it. I didn't grow up with Kakaida. I didn't grow up here.
Yeah, but I mean, I grew up with Star Wars. You don't see me drawing Star Wars every single time.
This was kind of fun. There's Juke Pub Stock. That's a reference model. Like she posts images for reference, drawing reference. So I just took 3 of hers and then made them into characters. So that was kind of fun. I need to draw from reference more. Yeah, I still got a bunch to do. It's funny, I just cut down the ones from last year a couple days ago because we didn't have a convention for me to take them to. So come April for KawaiiCon, if you need bookmarks, I'm gonna have a ton of them. So I'll have a few hundred bookmarks available. All right, Reed, thanks for hanging out. Alan, thanks
Yeah,
for
man.
stopping by. Darren, I don't know if you're still here, but thanks for staying in the chat. Sandy's probably already asleep. All right. Have a good night.
Good night,
Aloha.